the rules school on YouTube.
Do that shit on YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
That shit one incident at a time. About the rules. You got something? These wicked. These the college just for people? I'm about to say.
Big Joe got to be on it.
Okay.
It ain't never really about the cars, Joe, at all.
It's all good.
It's about the conversation, bro. Like, I just had a whole Joe out there. That thing was deep. I came in on the tail end of it.
I'm telling everybody I know. Once my man put me down, once my guy put me down, now this how he bust my head. I got into real estate from my barber, right? I come sit in the chair, like Joe, you know.
I like the way he just looked at me on that.
I come sit in the chair, he say, you know, I'm gonna take my jacket off. I'm gonna leave the jacket on, take the hat off. So he say, you know,
Slippery, eh? You know what I'm saying?
you
Nah, go ahead.
he say, Joe, you need to come fuck with this real estate. I said, I ain't thinking about no real estate, man. He say, look, man, be smart. You a smart guy. You've been coming in here for 20 years. I'm telling you some real shit. Fuck with this real estate. I said, I'm not fucking with no real estate. That shit you talking is some bullshit, right?
Right.
So he stay at me. He stay on me. Keep telling me what I need to do. Right? So every time I go in the shop, for about 2 months.
What's the name of the shop, Joe?
Anyway, he said, you a smart guy. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna hip you to something. And of course, I was hard-headed. Anyway, I had some things transpire. I decided to take him up on what he was saying. He said, good, glad you said that, right? He said, meet me for lunch. He said, meet me for lunch on Monday. Shop closed on Monday, meet me for lunch. I said, no problem. I pull up to where he tell me, he text me an address, say meet me here first. I say, okay, cool. The address he text me, it's in Anacostia, right? Boom, he hop out. When I get there, he hop out, and I notice he in a different car. He ain't in the car that he bring to. He ain't in the car that he bring to the shop. He in the car that he roll out on Saturday night where he take the kids out in, where he roll the church in.
His car.
Something really, really nice.
His car.
And it's really, 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 really nice. And I'm thinking, when the fuck barbers start having these? Hold on a second. So then he hop out the car and he say, this a joint, I own that one and I own that one, right? I can't, man, cut the part out where I put his name out there and everything. He don't want everybody to know his business. But anyway.
All the barbers be gone.
Yeah, he don't want everybody to know his business. But he say, this my mentor. He say, who's on?
This on you, first-hand bid itself.
Hey, look, let me
Okay.
put this out there too, Joe. I'm not a Spades player, all right?
Cool. They say it ain't about the car.
Yeah, it ain't, but don't be mad when he get you beat up.
It's all good. You know, my wife don't know how to play. It hurt my heart when I was like, I don't even know if we can go through with this shit. When we was dating, I found out she ain't know nothing about it. I said, you don't know nothing about these jokes? She said, no, I don't know nothing about that.
Where's she from? Where's she from?
Baltimore.
Ooh.
Right.
Didn't know Spades?
Don't know, she don't play a hand of spades.
What about cards in general?
No,
Don't know
not
cards
at all. Not really.
When
It's not her thing.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, you would have watched that next time. That's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something. When the first time you played
I
spades?
grabbed the wrong one.
Let me see. First time I played spades, I had to be in the 11th grade, 10th grade, maybe.
So you playing spades at school, huh?
Oh, was I? Oh, yeah, I'm that student.
Understood. Understood. I didn't start doing that till college. You know what I'm saying? I did all of that.
I'm
in
that
college.
student. I played all through college, of course. I thought, okay.
You played all through college. You
Wait.
went to Morgan State.
Morgan State.
Man, I threw a show up there one time, man, and I could say, man, shout out to Backyard, man, for y'all graduation at the Odessa. I mean, for y'all homecoming.
At Odell's?
Odell's, with
Yes,
Chuck
indeed.
used to play up there.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that jump lasted 3 minutes. They just was not ready.
Yeah.
They was
Yeah,
not
Baltimore
ready.
lets you know.
Yeah, they was not
Big
ready.
shout out to B-More. I love y'all to death.
Towson alumni myself.
Okay.
Big shout out to B-More. Love y'all to death.
I love y'all to death. They go hard.
Look, I got no beef with them. They treated us fair down there. I don't know what the DC versus Baltimore beef is about.
Well, you know. Oh, you threw out 2 cards, partner?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
Something
did.
ain't right.
Somebody did.
Something ain't right here.
Oh, hold on. Who led?
6,
Me.
8, I got 9.
Didn't I throw that ace out?
1, and I thought I went 2.
Yeah, so it's on you.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad.
It's all good, Joe, man. It's all family here, man. It's all family here. So back to the real estate part, though. What's the possibility of somebody making like $50,000 a year of just going to get a decent, you know what I'm saying, a decent something for the 50,000?
Let's say this. All right, my dad, yesterday was his birthday. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
My pop started out as a sharecropper in America, right? He said, maybe 8 or 9 years old when he started sharecropping. You feel me? And he ended up an attorney here in DC. When he passed away, he was living in one of the best neighborhoods on the planet, right? And had lived there for a long time, did everything he ever wanted to do, had a great life. One of the first things he said to me is, one of the easiest things to do in America is make some money. One of the easiest things to do is to make some money in America.
Basically, no excuse for being broke, huh?
If a guy who started out sharecropping can end up an attorney in Washington, D.C.,
Hey, you can do anything you want.
you can do anything. He
can do
basically, we used to joan him out, be like, you the last of the slaves. Because that's that sharecropping. You the last of the slaves, basically.
Right.
So,
What you got going on over there, Joe? You fast
a
with
little
it.
slick king
You
out
fast.
there.
You fast with it over there, Joe.
I let you see the book. I let you see the book.
All right.
I'm working with something small.
I'm a little slick king.
Something small.
So.
And so he says to me, one of the easiest things to do in America is make money. But to answer your question, if 50 racks is your goal, you just gotta set 50 racks as your goal. And then luckily we do live in America where you can go and have that entrepreneurial spirit and, make it do what it do. If you got that America built off entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, most
right?
definitely.
This is.
Who book is that?
That's his space.
These cars funny looking.
Ain't they funny looking?
Yeah.
It takes
Gold is
some
tough,
Ain't no
though.
color on this month.
takes some getting used to around this month.
So if what I've learned is if you set that goal at 50 and actually write that down and then formulate a plan and write that plan down, shit, I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10 you gonna get there, right?
Writing it down is the first place.
Writing that, because that takes it from out here. It takes it from out here
To reality.
to right here. It became real. You just made them up. It's real right there.
Champs, you right.
See, that's real right there.
It's definitely real.
Right? You was thinking, but let's put it in real terms. You was thinking this shit, but once you put it down, it got real. This is the same with your plan, same with anything else. Y'all had this idea for the Spadez table, right?
You did that?
Yeah,
I did. You did that.
Y'all had this idea for this Spadez table, and here we are. You made it real,
Understood.
right?
Understood.
Boom, that 6 gonna eat you.
Faith without works. I'm listening to cars. Dead.
See, something wasn't right. This whole thing.
No, it's right here.
Nigga, what's
I ain't
car?
gonna see it. I ain't even gonna look at it.
Ain't right.
Because I ain't
Something ain't
seen
right.
one all day. It might be. It's on me.
It's on me.
It's on you, JC. Yeah, tell him what you got.
Do it
'Cause
right
I'm
or
coming
don't
to
do it
chop-
at all.
I can chop a head or two.
I ain't got much.
How did you feel
Slip and slide.
the day you got the call to do Rap City? Was you super excited?
Was I?
Was you? Did you
I
jump
was
up and down?
overjoyed. I tried to make them eat each other.
We don't do that here at the
Oh,
table.
there go your man right there.
We don't do that here at the table.
There we go.
How many books we got?
Yeah, there you go. And you picked up this I ain't you made this joke up.
2, 3,
That
4,
ace
5,
up.
6, 7. Y'all got 6. No, I got 2.
Okay,
So y'all got 5.
We got 5.
All right, here you go, sir.
I definitely want to hear that story. Say how you feel?
Shit. So all right, let's do the Rap City story.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Let me tell you one thing. I'm from Kentucky, man. We ain't have much. So Rap City.
How was that?
Hey, I'm
Shout
out,
out
yo.
to Rap City.
Hey, I'm out. Rap City, come on,
what
man.
part of Kentucky?
Louisville.
Okay. Yes, indeed. So I had started as a comic, quit my job. I was a social worker, right? Out in Manassas, out here in Vienna and Manassas, right? Helping kids coming out of the foster care system, juvenile justice system, you know, helping them get themselves straight. You had to go to college, you had to be in school, or you had to be working, right? And we gave you an apartment and all this other stuff. It was a long story. Anyway, I quit that job to become a comic. Well, they was firing me from that job. Because I wasn't thinking about that shit every day. Right? I was trying to help the young people, but it was killing me helping them. Right? It was, I ain't gonna front, I was going through depression. Because it was depressing. Watching people throw away great opportunities to get their life in order. And they signed up for this program. Anyway, so I get off into comedy and I'm doing my thing. Boom. And I got on the Ricki Lake show one day.
Ricki
right?
Lake. I used to. I can't. Never mind.
Right?
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
so
Go
Ricki
ahead.
Lake, I got on Ricki Lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, I got on Ricki Lake debating this conservative talk show host, right? This black conservative talk show host. I got on debating him, and so I was like, if I can get on Ricki Lake, I wonder if I can get on BET. BET was in Northwest at the time, so let me call BET.
You just called him.
I started calling. What I did, I started calling. This was back, I still was going to the payphone to call. It's no bullshit. I'm going to the payphone to call BET. And every week I went up to the payphone and I would call my man Keith Paschal. How you doing? My name is Joe CLAIR. I'm a comedian out of Washington, D.C. I know everything about hip hop. I think I should be on your show. Right?
What show was it?
Rap City.
Oh, okay.
Like 6.
Bruh, I got, oh shit. What you working with?
I think I got done 4, 3.
Oh, we taking that bull.
Yeah, you want 8. I ain't scared. We got your cleans in the building.
I ain't
scared. We got
I am shit. Looking at this shit. So I call these. I have to call trying to get on. It's on you. Trying to get on Rap City. I call. He don't call me back. So each week I kept calling. He ain't call me back.
Brown sugar style every day.
So me.
I'm calling. He ain't calling back. But I'm still out here becoming a comic, doing my thing, you know. And I never get a call back, but I keep calling for 11 months, right? Now there's a guy who had been calling on my behalf that worked for a record label who was, you know, trying to connect the dots for me, but I never heard anything back. So I'm like, boom, just keep calling, stay on your grind. Well, one day, a partner of mine called me, he said, man, guess what? I said, what? He said, I'm DJing on TV tomorrow. I said, what show? He said, Rap City. I said, get the fuck out of here. Because I hadn't told nobody I was calling them to get on. That was between me and God.
Right.
So, oh, for real?
Darling.
Oh, for real?
This ain't gonna be right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and get this go.
So, one day he said, yeah, so boom, we gonna be on Rap City tomorrow. I said, well, where y'all shooting at? Oh, I don't know where we shooting. I said, tell them they can shoot here. I just blurted it out, right? By now I had a phone at the crib. Well, this damn near a year later. And he said, okay, cool. He called me back. He said, man, we gonna be at your house tomorrow. I said, for real? He said, we be at your house tomorrow to shoot Rap City. I said, you bullshit. Tomorrow, right?
You got to get your shit together in now.
Well, I was together. I was already. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right.
Right? So I'm ready. Come on, bring it to my house. Now, of course, I get off the phone. Woo!
What is this?
That's the queen.
This is
That's a queen, right?
Yeah, that's the
my
queen.
queen.
Yeah, that's your queen.
That's the queen of
So you
hearts.
don't got no spades? Is that what you saying?
Man, y'all ain't, why y'all scream my man? Y'all got,
I'm just saying,
that's how y'all gonna do me, man.
He told you he wasn't.
Hold on, but
gotta look
still
out
though,
for my brother. I gotta look out
man,
for
you
my
ain't got
brother.
to answer to them if you don't feel like it, man. I know you ain't cut calls, man. Nah, y'all niggas ain't gonna be tricking me in the shop.
JC the
Oh, so you ain't got no spades, huh?
That's what you
Nah, man,
telling me.
y'all foul as shit.
It's looking funny, JC.
I was just trying to assure.
man.
That's
you know,
foul as shit. You ain't got no spades. Don't worry about my hand.
It's a funny card game.
Had to look out for my brother, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's a funny card game. We're trying to keep you from reneging. Nah.
Yeah. We don't want to take the notebooks you ain't got.
For sure. That's not fair.
Let it roll, big dog. Yeah.
So we back in the basement. You said they coming tomorrow.
What leg?
Damn, is it Horsley?
Horse leg.
Hard sled.
Hey.
Hard sled.
That's what I'm talking about.
What was that, an ace?
Yeah, look, he tried to scoop me real quick like that.
They bumped. They definitely bumped,
Oh,
though. They bumped.
slithery.
Yeah, they done deal. Back to the
Finna
basement.
get too much.
You was ready, so now you gotta be ready.
I'm just saying, I don't
You
have
look-
no doubt. You look flustered.
Awestruck. He looks awestruck right now.
I'm flustered.
Hey, listen here, man. We real modest over here, man. I don't know. Ooh, is that a diamond? What?
It is a diamond. King of diamonds, as a matter of fact.
Let's just go ahead and. Somebody got the big. I don't know who's got it, but some. You ain't got no more, neither.
Don't worry about my hand,
I
man.
listen to you every morning, man, and I feel bad. I feel real bad,
Don't
man.
listen
Cause huh?
Hold up, but y'all got a 10, and y'all Bama's only went 8.
Hey, look, man.
Something happened, man.
Y'all supposed to eat this whole game up.
Look here, man.
Something's happening over here, man.
Look here, man. Your man said he had 4. It's going down.
But y'all got 10. Y'all got 13. Y'all got 12 books. And y'all only went 8.
Why you weren't? You went backwards. You went back. That's not cheating. You went backwards.
It happens.
Yes, it does, my brother. Yes, it does. Can't win them
I
all.
believe it's on me. I got hearts.
Can't win them all. So, who, like, at one point, because you're a world-renowned comedian, you do many things. When did you first realize you was funny? Or who told you you was funny to make you want to tell jokes?
I tell you, as soon as this car come out.
That'll work.
Told y'all had 12 books.
He reneged.
Long time ago.
You did.
Long
I
time
led.
ago.
I led with spades.
Yeah, remember he said he ain't had no more space.
sure
Yeah. See what? That's
See,
why I asked.
we was trying to hold,
See what I'm saying?
let's just take them all.
Yeah, this is.
put
It's
them all
okay.
So y'all had a Boston and bid 8.
That's because you reneged twice and bumped twice.
Get him, P.
I ain't reneged.
Get him, chef.
Y'all the team, ain't you?
Get him, chef. It's teamwork. Make the
is a
dream
team
work.
sport.
Did my partner sit down and say first that he
He
don't
said he
play?
had 4.
And they know that, so they kind of threw you. They kind of brought you to the line.
Man, Deontay Wilder this weekend when he said all of a sudden that his leg was hurting before the fight, and that's why his performance was poor. Now, how do you feel about that? I hate to jump subjects, but
Good subject. Good subject. Good subject.
I want to go back to my Rap City story. I mean, if the man, look, man, I'm not an avid sports guy, but if the Wilder went out that jump,
Did you see it?
I did not see it. Here's what I will say. If he had a subpar performance, he knew he was gonna be subpar. That's why he came up with my leg. My leg. He knew that. He probably knew it 3 days ago. He ain't want to tell his trainer. He ain't want to tell his staff.
He told his wife.
He ain't need to
you
tell.
can
Oh,
see
he
it
been
on her
told
face.
her.
You could see it on her face when she was walking down.
Oh, he
Like,
been told her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the first motherfucker. You better tell.
That was
Baby.
for the rematch. That's
Look at baby.
It's like anything.
He
in
called her
life.
downstairs. He was eating a bowl of cereal. Baby, I ain't gonna win.
Right.
On Saturday.
Adrian.
And guess what she said? Is the money gonna change? No, the money gonna be fine.
Oh, baby, do what you gotta do.
Money gonna be fine, but I'm not bringing home. I'm not coming home with the belt.
That's
He
just
said,
like
okay.
anything in life, man. You can't be a one-trick pony. All he has is the right hand. He must diversify himself in that ring in order to continue. But I think he's mentally, he might be shot after this. Like, man, I rock with you, big dog. Like, don't try to walk up on me on no funny games. I'm with you.
To this day.
I'm with you. You understand? But I don't know, big dog. I don't know. Just did it. He wasn't ready.
They say when they take that first L, it ain't never right after that.
Once the bully get bullied, what does the bully do? Who does the bully turn into after he gets bullied?
Turns into who he really is.
The chump.
Because the tell of a man is what he does after he's been knocked down, as opposed to what he was doing before he was knocked down.
I like that.
So we'll see. Was he really a man, or was he talking a lot of nonsense?
I know we paid 50 grand for that headpiece he had on going in there. So 50.
Yeah, sure did.
50. That's coming out that belt budget right there, though. You know what I'm
There's
talking
some short things, because he should have some other things
Tax
going on.
write-off
Like
without-
JC and I were talking about earlier. If he ain't diversifying his income, he wasting a lot of time. Am I right on the line?
about? He said he happy down there in Alabama. Talk to him.
Probably cheap.
Who dealt
That's
this
hate.
car?
I dealt this, my brother. Unfortunately, I did.
So do you think Rap City, being on Rap City, is what really propelled you into, I want to say stardom, but I know you're a real humble guy.
I say that. I mean, it gave me a daily, everyday, around the nation outlet, right? But at the same time, while I was on Rap City, I was on Def Comedy Jam.
Right.
I was on the Def Comedy Jam tour. I was touring.
You on there with Martin?
I was on it with Joe Torre.
Joe Torre.
Joe Torre was
That
the
dude
host.
was yes.
So it was the third season. So Martin hosted for 2 seasons. Joe Torre hosted for that. So I got on. Joe Torre was my host. So that gave me a daily outlet, and put me in people's.
How many y'all got? I'm still listening to you. Put
I
you
got
in
3
people's-
partners.
Right in people's view.
Right. I got 3 partners.
Got two.
All right, we'll take that 5.
When did you feel like, so you walking down, what's the first time you walking down the street, somebody said, oh my God, that's Joe CLAIR, because I got a friend that's funny like that, and love herself, told me this morning, yeah, if you shake Joe CLAIR hand, you better wash your hand till you get out of here with that
So-
nonsense. Like, get out of here with that nonsense.
All right, so they gonna hate me for this, but my nigga, I always been Joe CLAIR. I mean, like, my dad's name is Joe CLAIR. My grandfather's name is Joe CLAIR. My son's name is Joe CLAIR.
You got a little clipboard.
We the Joe CLAIRs.
CLAIR.
And so, my whole life, he had always hit me with the whole, you the
Let him plug, JC.
You would do that? You would risk that?
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
ain't that a bitch.
It's fine. He ain't got no more though, so it's okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
But you
that's
know
what it
what?
is,
We're
too.
never scared.
No.
I'm come right back with it.
Hold on. What did we go?
I don't know. What do we go?
They went 5.
They went 5.
Yeah.
We went, that's 1. That's 2. And
I got 3.
3, 4. They went 5. Let's go 8.
All right.
They ain't never scared.
Oh, y'all just now bidding after cars start coming up?
We was
the
so-
fuck kind of game is this?
We was so, engulfed
These
in your
niggas is
story.
bidding.
We was so
These
engulfed in
niggas
your
is
story.
bidding. I'm
bro.
looking right at the camera. These niggas is bidding after the cars done hit the tape.
That's that DC shit.
This that new millennium shit.
Man, there's
This
no
ma-
foul, no cheating. But the brother was so engrossing.
Yeah, I
This
was
is
engulfed in
millennium
your story,
space.
Brother was
man.
engrossing.
Your story. You see these lights out cars. This that new thing, man.
This
new
that
thing.
space on.
Thank you,
on
brother.
pills.
It's on you, bruh.
But tell your story, because I thought the
Yeah,
God damn. So my pops made me a real proud person, into believing.
So well with a story, dog.
right
like
with
you get interrupted
right
5 times and jump right back to the last spot. Talk to me.
My pops, you know,
You real quick with them. Hey, look, he had his hand like this, right? Not to cut you off, but once you went this way, his hand got closer and closer and to his chest.
Man,
that man been, that's the
he
president from the
president.
60s, the president, boy. Go ahead, sir.
so
Goes on.
that's why I hate when I ain't played for a while.
There you go. My arm was hurt before the fight, and only person knew was my wife. My arm was hurt before the fight.
Oh, and I did that right. Oh, let me take that.
How about that?
Where we go?
We ain't.
I don't like it.
How we be all right?
Okay.
Wait for JC to mess up. He say Pops was a real type of cat.
He believed in himself. He, he started out as a sharecropper, got himself a law degree, a beautiful family, living in Washington, D.C., became an attorney, practicing for the Department of Education. He was an educator, things of that nature, and he was the weed man. So, real talk.
Real talk.
So, he gave me he would always say he wanted me to make sure that me and my brothers and sisters had a real sense of who we were and had a real sense of a confidence in ourselves. That was something he said that he lacked growing up, so he wanted to make sure that we had it. And so
Turn a deficiency into a strength.
he always told us to believe in ourselves, and my name is Joe CLAIR. I got his name. So if your dad is your hero,
Indeed.
you gonna and his name is your name. You know what I mean? You gonna believe in that. So I'm Joe motherfucking CLAIR.
I'm about to say that.
I'm Joe motherfucking CLAIR. And by the time I got away to college, it was
on.
Oh, was it?
Especially more.
I really, college was a place where you can spread your wings and you can be who the fuck you is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already looking for.
Want that? Want to take that?
Wait, you
Talking
can.
across the table?
And
Y'all been doing that the whole time.
Uh-huh.
You don't think
don't worry. Hey, Paul, y'all know, you know I ain't say nothing, Paul. I ain't got to say nothing, Paul. Don't worry about these niggas. It's their table. It's their table. You know what
We
I'm
got
saying?
3 books, dog.
These niggas got that telekinesis. It's their table.
Man, I just met him yesterday. Ooh.
It's on you, Paul.
Indeed. Play the heart.
So with that said, when oh shit. When
There's a whole lot going on.
by the time I'm in college, I'm a popular guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when I started hearing, there go Joe CLAIR. And it made me feel weird when I hate you. When somebody say my name before I knew them. You know what I'm saying? It feels super weird.
You ain't gotta tell me. I didn't have a social media or anything up until this show.
You know what I mean?
I be looking at followers like, wait, who are you? Where did you just come from? I appreciate you all.
Yeah, that joint, it feel crazy.
Were you telling jokes in the talent shows and such? Did you get into the talent shows?
Yep. I used to,
Did you win them?
I was usually the host.
Okay.
They always made me host.
Okay.
Who took that book?
That's us. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
We
it.
still
That's
got
my
it,
king.
We don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, stop it.
They got
Stop
it
it.
for-
They got a good.
But we went 5.
No, y'all got 5. Y'all got y'all 5.
All right.
I don't know about that, P. I
They
got
did.
9. We had 9.
No, we didn't. They got their 5.
Down to business.
Yeah. We don't know no cheating.
So it was that was already like wow. And then I pledged, and when I pledged, now it's I don't know if you stare me in my face because of the letters or because you know me or I didn't know what it was. So there was always just a weird energy, and I still to this day haven't gotten comfortable with it. I try to wear it as
A badge of proud because the people supporting you?
I try to wear it, but you never know what people do. You never know. I've had some strange interactions, you know, with people you think is on love and they really on hate.
Yeah.
You know, so that make you keep your guard up. And it was always, it's still to this day, like my kids, like we had a funny conversation. We went out for pizza the other night. Friday night, we go to pizza, and the lady is staring at me and staring at my kids and everything. And my daughter's like,
"Where's your pizza?
Huh?
Where's your pizza? What's your favorite spot? Where did you go to your favorite spot?"
Oh, no, they wanted to go to, what's this place called? Mod Pizza.
I knew you was gonna say
Yeah, my kids liked it.
pretty good.
It wasn't bad. So the ill part though, when we get in the car, then my daughter's like, she was just staring at us and staring at us and staring at us. She said, at least say something, lady. At least say hello. Cause if not, we don't, you know, you spooking us. We don't know what the fuck is going on. Fuck around and get shot.
Right.
They mama from Baltimore.
He said she bound.
You know what I'm saying? They mama from Baltimore. She let you have it. So that whole, you know, I believe in myself and I love myself, but I never get comfortable with what they call that celebrity thing. It's just part for the course.
Feed the family.
I get to do what I love to do for a living, and so I wear that. I just take this as, you know, the price of doing that. You want to do what you want to do for a living? Here's a price to admission. Part of your privacy is gone. Part of your privacy is gone, and you will have to get to know people to know what they want from you. Other than that, you know, you don't know.
How do you choose the people you do that for?
Well, you know, we black men, you keep you know how it is. Your mother told you how to keep that circle tight. You learn, you keep your circle tight.
As you elevate, your circle can't stay tight like your mama taught you to, because the people in that circle, they don't understand that elevation.
Nah, I mean, there's certain people. All right, let's talk about elevation then. There's a difference between changing your mind and changing your money. All right? So I might have made more money, but I ain't changed who I was. I didn't switch that up. So my niggas is still my niggas. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, there's some niggas I got that's down, full flats, no questions asked, don't never talk to me about money. Money don't never come up. They got their money, I got my money, it don't come up. Celebrity don't come up.
Right.
Then there's other people who know me from the same time, same period, same circle, who all they can talk about is how much I make.
But to you, they still your nigga. But to them, you a funny nigga.
Yeah, that happens. It happens. And
but
so
you're still the same dude.
So
but
that
you gotta move different. But they don't understand that.
Yeah and no. It's just
How many books you got?
3, my brother.
Yeah, you move a bit different. Keep your guard up.
Yeah, you got to.
I got 5, maybe 6.
I want to segue to a portion where you were speaking.
I got 2,
earlier.
pimp. I got 2, bro.
What's your new thing that you're doing in the community as far as financial? You know, we were speaking earlier.
The real estate.
Tell us about it,
So-
if you don't mind.
Y'all
So
going
back-
board? Hold on.
Yeah, we going board, man. You know we going board.
I'm asking, knocking you down.
Funny style. What time is it, man? I got appointments after this. I'm fucking with y'all. I do got 1 o'clock. What time is it?
We're going to get you out of here in a flash, my
Yeah.
brother.
I gotta get all the way back.
They went board. Let's take whatever we want to take.
I got one for
3.
you though, Joe. Real
Let's go 8.
So back to the real estate. So the real estate has opened me up to a lot of things. And what I want to suggest that everybody, every black man at least, if you're a head of a household, if you are people depending on you, look at it. Look at real estate and figure out where you could fit in at. Where you get in at. You might not want to sell, you might want to invest, you might want to flip, you might want to do credit repair, you might want to become a mortgage company, you might want to any of this kind of shit, right? But if we black and we in America, yeah, man, I say get down. Somebody taught me that, and at first I thought he was talking bullshit, but he kept telling me, you're a smart guy, Joe, you gonna figure it out. So if you're a smart guy, you'll figure it out, you'll figure out where you fit in, and I want to suggest it for everybody. Because, you know, most millionaires made their money with real estate or some form of real estate, some avenue into real estate or something like that. Now there's plenty of other ways to make your money in America. And I'm not saying that real estate is the end all be all. You know, you might get into it. It might not be a good fit for you, but you may see something that parallels that you be like, boom, I found my thing. And every black man, black women too, but you know, specifically us, since we the ones sitting at the table right now, and it's brothers sitting at the table, and we don't usually get to speak like this. Man, get your money straight while you can in America. However you gotta do it, whatever the fuck you gotta do, go elevate your guap.
Who led? I did.
That Ace.
Said get it done, huh?
What's the?
Ain't nothing holding you back.
There's
Ain't nothing holding you back but you. That's right.
There's real talk.
That's
Now
right.
there's forces out there that are
Fighting against us.
fighting and working against you. That'll work against you. But it can only keep out the ones that it can keep out.
Which ain't the soldiers and the people that have
Yeah.
too hard to do better.
It ain't the god damn funky ass cars.
See, for real, what had happened was they funky and they don't look right, and I didn't even see what I had.
I think they're beautiful, and I'm very appreciative of these.
So
thank you very much, my brother.
So with that said, you know, check out right now. There's a billion podcasts, entrepreneur podcasts, and things of that nature that every black man should be checking out. I keep saying black man and keep coming back to it because we do stick our chests out as the leader, the provider, the head of the household, and all of that kind of shit. And what she wants to see you live up to that. So with that being said, you know, damn, I don't remember how you played that.
Yeah, you might want to take a second thought. I got hearts.
They need something, so it's all good.
If you play something else, they would have got no books. They would have played anything else.
Oh, my fault, partner.
It's all good. It's all good. So do you have your own real estate company?
I have a brokerage. I have a brokerage.
It don't matter, Joe. It just don't matter, Joe.
I got the big boy.
Y'all ain't got no more books.
You get yourself one out of
Y'all ain't got no more books. This is hey, listen. What's that?
That's BJ.
Oh, gracious.
He came out with BJ.
Yeah, I don't even. Oh, you ain't got it. You just ain't got it.
It's not there. It's not there. It's not even there.
This. So,
Back to the money.
yeah, let's talk about the money.
You went out of turn.
I'm still gonna play it.
Yeah. He went when he was supposed to.
Still gonna play
There you
it.
go.
I'm still gonna play it.
Funky mom.
Still gonna play it.
Woo! These cars funky as shit.
You can thank your partner for this.
Nah, my partner ain't do nothing.
Oh, yes, he did. He did. You can thank your partner for this.
You know what?
You can thank your partner.
Shine. You go ahead and shine today.
You can thank your partner for this, man. We appreciate it.
But I got some boys for y'all.
So as this is my belief. Right now, you know, we're seeing black women take full advantage of education and jobs and opportunities out here in mass. Like, boom, most educated person in America right now is the black woman.
Indeed,
right?
indeed.
That still don't mean that she don't need you to be a provider, a powerful man in the house. Even though they saying we partners.
You still got a role to play.
Nigga, you still got to take the trash out. If a burglar come, you gotta have that thing. And when y'all go out to dinner,
You got to be a man.
when y'all go out to dinner,
got
who
to be
doing
a man.
this?
And when the
When
kids,
you and the wife and kids, we partners. But when y'all go out to
We split up. Man, we split up.
okay,
We split up.
most of the time,
We 50-50 on it. I can honestly say.
most of the time, or some of the time.
I can't.
Oh.
Cause she holds it down too. So,
Okay.
Oh man, y'all.
Cause she in here. I know you being nice.
Already.
But what I'm saying is this.
I do you one better, JC. You gotta be the man for those children. Because
And then
they're
there's
the
that.
next generation.
And then there's
Somebody's
that
got
as
to
well,
set that example,
right?
you dig?
But I feel where you at with it though.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I did it the smart way. No matter who pays, it's all coming out the same account.
I'm of the
I ain't got time.
I am of the frame of mind where I better be getting it.
Yes, sir.
Plus, I don't feel like hearing her mouth.
Why would you want to?
I do not feel
Why
like
would you
hearing that
want
shit.
to?
So let me just go hustle this up.
Mm-hmm.
That works for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That takes care of it all. That takes care of the refrigerator. There's some food in that motherfucker. The lights is on. We got heat. You see what I'm saying? Your car straight. Boom, 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 boom. And stay on that shit.
Are you still on the road as much as you used to be?
Nah, I get to stay home now. I got the radio show. I get to stay home and I do my own shows, producing my own shows here. I get to stay home a lot more. I get to pick the kids up from school.
All that.
I get to do
be
Saturdays.
daddy. You get to be daddy.
Yeah, most of my comedian friends don't get to do Saturdays. They gone.
So look, most
3
of us,
Saturdays out the month.
most of us brothers that's doing well, or most of the brothers that doing well, they don't like nobody never to know. So how is our younger generation ever gonna know that it's more than out there in this world because they don't ever get to see nothing but what they see on TV?
We gonna have to tell them. We got to tell them just like somebody told me, just like somebody told you. If you know a young person, you know what I'm saying? Young men, young black men and old black men interact at some point, right? And just make sure what's coming out your mouth is that shit he need to hear when you do. You might only get to see him for 2 minutes out of a year. You might only see this young man 2 minutes out of the year. And he only may have one memory of you. Make sure it's some good shit. That's a tall order though. That's a tall order to cause you gotta have it on your mind all the time. You gotta have that on your mind all the time. Young black man, if we know we're in a dire place, and he might not have that influence, and you might be his influence, make sure that time that he see you or get to see you, you giving him what he need. So be like, dang, it's this one motherfucker in the barber shop. All these niggas was talking this bullshit, but it was this one guy, man, he really was on his thing. Now I wish I could go back and talk to him. I wonder what he did with it. Like,
On this thing, y'all got one hand left. You might as well tell us what y'all gonna be.
oh, I got 1, 2.
Over right here.
You got 3?
Yeah.
All right, I got
6.
I get you 3.
Y'all going 7.
Sound like a 7 to me. 6. 7 to me.
Might as well go 7. Y'all got 20.
Why you gonna put that on the
Cause
camera?
it's the score. Cause
Y'all
it's the
some funky
score.
motherfuckers,
This
boy.
matters.
Keep it real.
I ain't come to Virginia no more.
This matters.
I ain't come to Virginia no more.
This matters.
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure this lady said 1 o'clock.
Y'all going? You said 7? 6. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you got, P? We gonna go 6 with him? 2. I ain't got 4. Somebody lying. 1, 2. Wait. 3. I got 3. Something missing. This is not good. 1.
This the last hand right here, because you know we got a real busy brother with us right now.
Yes, sir.
And we got to let him go because he's doing us a blessing by being here.
Man, I appreciate you brothers for letting me come. Who is on?
It's
on you. It's
Oh, that's
on
that
you.
bullshit. Here go that
It's on
bullshit.
He's starting out with the hot ones, though.
Oh, I see him.
Nothing but the
I
hot
see him. I
ones.
see him. So was the transition to radio difficult for you?
Nah, remember I started doing radio.
First.
Me, Big Tigger, and Flex had a show called the Sunday Night Hip Hop Show.
I remember.
Tigger down in Atlanta doing very well for
Yeah.
himself.
Who dropped that? Who led?
Me.
Chop that.
Top the tall trees.
And nah, transition radio was pretty simple, and radio allows you to kind of stay in comedy mode. So I really get to tell jokes every morning.
So you like it better than being on the screen?
Nah, I don't like any of them better than anything. Like all of it's like the same shit.
Is to make
Acting
me-
the
me to
same
make
as-
me-
All of it's the same. You know what I mean? It's like
How about the feel of that crowd energy though?
Now that's a whole different story.
Yeah, you know, I know that's gotta feel a little different.
That's something else. That crowd, you know, it's addictive. It's that crowd like the best weed. Like
had that ace.
That crowd, when you out there and you getting them jokes, it's like hitting a blunt. It's like what you really want.
Man, have you ever got booed?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What was that feeling
You
like?
know you move.
Like I overdosed. That shit felt like I was on that hay run and I overdosed. I was about to kill myself. Felt like I woke up in the clinic like, oh, Lord.
You don't know what town you were in when it happened?
Yes, I do. It was Universal Amphitheater. It was packed.
Hey,
Universal Cali.
Okay.
I'm at the big Universal Amphitheater. And them niggas, them Compton niggas, them Long Beach niggas, them niggas let me, who led? Them niggas let me have it that night. You hear me? The fuck off the stage! You hear it come all the way out the dark from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's a horse, baby. I got spades.
It come out the dark on you. You feel me? Out of nowhere. And then you try to go on with your set.
And they still going.
Nah, you hear a woman go, boo! Right? And she all the way up in the rafters some motherfucking way. And then and here's the thing, if you smart, you get the fuck off the stage.
Did you stay too long?
Yeah, I stayed too long. I wasn't smart.
You kept it going.
I'm
You
dumb.
tried to finish your set.
I'm
No,
dumb
you
as
played
shit.
too much.
I'm dumb.
Played too much.
Yeah, they let me have it. Them niggas gave it to me that night. That was like 1997, 8.
You said you'll never forget.
Hell nah, you ain't gonna forget that shit.
Hey, was it cold? What was the temperature?
job.
Tell me all that. I know you probably know.
What you
all
had
that.
on?
What you had on?
Listen, this is what I had on. I had on a black suit. I had on an all black suit with some black shoes with white on the top. Had a white Chinese collar shirt on. I had a diamond in my ear, and cause I'm thinking I'm going to LA.
You getting it.
I had that shit on. But meanwhile, I'm on Rap City every day. I should have wore this shit. Nah, man. Them Cali niggas let me have it. You hear me? Them niggas gave it to me that day. Hold on.
Oh shit! You got me crying.
You was excited to put that out there. That was kind of rough.
I didn't know what you was playing with.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a little guy.
Biggest crowd you performed in front of?
20,000.
Woo! What show was
When
that?
you do them arenas and shit, you know, you go pick up them arena shows or whatever. It be a bunch of motherfuckers, boy.
Dig it.
But that's a lot of fun.
What's your most hospitable town? When you go around the country, I know, because DC, we bougie down here. I know this ain't the most hospitable town.
Oh, DC. Well, I mean, I had to earn my love here in the city.
I be telling you that all the time, B.
You know what I'm saying? You got to earn your love here.
Don't worry about what's over there. I can't dance. I can't dance.
Oh, we about to bump.
Yeah, I'm about to bump.
I mean, you got that,
He got the Whopper. He got the Whopper chopper.
got the 2.
Been
Oh, the
played.
2 already walked?
Oh,
all right.
And that's
We made our books though? Yeah, we did. Fuck yeah, we did. DC real hospitable. Now,
right.
when I was on Rap City, them, you know, they was giving me the blues. You know, DC wasn't a big rap town.
It never was.
We can do one more hang. I got a little time.
okay.
And so, you know, some people, the hip hop heads will give me love. Hip hop heads will give me love, and you know, my real niggas will give me love. But then, you know, I'm walking in the shop. I'm seeing niggas I known for a long ass time. Saying Slim, you know, you know, the shop going on, everybody joining, they, you not paying me no attention or whatever. Then of course somebody say, but hold up, dude. I'm saying, man, when you gonna break dance with something for us, Joe? You gotta do something, Slim. Why don't you beatbox?
Yeah,
You know Curtis Blow? You know, niggas got, you know, you know, which rappers you know? Curtis Blow, and they be going to Curtis Blow house. You know, they give you problems. I be like, nah, man, I'm just hosting the show.
What's
Man.
the first rapper you met?
First rapper I met?
Ever.
For the show or just like in life?
in life.
As when you started in your career. The Rap City joke.
All right. First rapper I met was Warren G.
Okay.
Warren G was I seen Warren G at Union Station. And I had just got the Rap City job, so I walked up and introduced myself. I didn't know no rappers up to that point.
Was he cool or was he?
Yeah, he was cool as shit.
Warren G style.
He was cool as a fan.
Warren G style.
Then like a week, the first week I did the show, I met Pop.
What was that vibe like?
And it's Tupac. He was cool as shit. You know, he was cool, but it was some shit going on. The pictures of that night just resurfaced. The night that I met him, the pictures just resurfaced because something went down that night at that club. And nah, it was in New York. And I think he might have been shooting Above the Rim.
Yeah.
Or this was like maybe right after Above the Rim. This was
92.
yeah. He had already done Juice and all the other shit. Anyway,
The one movie where he, with the cop, with the white dude.
Or was it the one with him and the woman? You know, they got the woman.
who knows? I don't remember.
The way he was shooting.
Right.
I just remember I met him and how you doing? My name's Joe CLAIR. I'm a comedian and I'm the new host of Rap City. Oh, nice to meet you, boom. And that was that. Years later, you know how I got the Biggie interview right before he passed? Well, a couple months before Tupac died, I got to sit and chill with him. Puff one. He was sitting right next to me. We was in a camp in a Winnebago on set for Players Ball video. E40, Too Short, Jodeci. He loved it after my so Pac got on the jump, and these was his guys. You know, he had been in the Bay doing his thing, so he knew all of them. And I hadn't seen him since that night in the club. So fast forward, we in the he on Death Row. He got the Death Row joint, and he had Machiavelli on tape. He had the tape. He had some of the Machiavelli records. Let me say that on tape, and he started running them joints for me and explaining to me like why he was making diss records against everybody and where he was now as a rapper and what was going on. I mean, we had a serious conversation, and it was just, and it still is surreal. Like, he sat down and started explaining himself to me. And I'm sitting there listening and taking it all in, but I'm like, nigga, you don't owe me no explanation. You Tupac, nigga. You understand who the fuck you are? But I'm playing the cool. I'm a DC nigga. All right, Slim, whatever you saying. Yeah, I hear what you saying. That's a good beat. I'm doing.
It sound right.
But on the inside, I'm feeling sweet as shit.
I didn't know that Seat Pleasant was in DC.
Uh-oh. Is he trying to stop something?
I'm a Maryland. I take Maryland all day.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
So if we will, let's do it on here then. If you leave this area, if you leave the tri-state, the DMV area, and you go somewhere else.
I understand that fully.
And niggas say, where you from? Yeah. I say, I'm from Seat Pleasant. Where is that? It's right outside of D.C. Oh, you from, this my nigga from D.C.
That's how they explain
right?
it.
Just like if you meet a nigga from L.A., this my L.A. nigga. I'm really from Compton.
Calabasas.
You really not, right. That's still L.A. You ain't gonna kick him out of L.A.
For real.
So while I'm here, I'm here, you know what? I take that. I love, I scream Seat Pleasant. I scream Maryland all day long.
Did you like when they coined the phrase DMV?
Nah. Cause I'm old. I'm DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Yeah.
Think about y'all running out of air codes. Right? You know why? Because everybody in Virginia want to be from D.C., so they took all y'all 202.
Yeah, the city, everybody took the 202.
Because D.C. is one of the worst.
Hold on, that's mine, right?
Yeah. I had the same plan for 12 years, so they can't get this one. Who's it on? Let's go.
Did you just play that?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, Pac played the Machiavelli joint for me. I played that. Pac played the Machiavelli joint for me and, explained it. Then we went and shot the rest of the video. I dapped them up, dapped everybody up when I was leaving the video that day. And
Last time you saw him.
yeah, right after that he got killed.
Terrible.
Next thing you know, I'm on Def Comedy Jam tour.
Oh, that was dead?
Yeah, that was mine.
Ain't that your ace? I thought that was
No, that was my ace.
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
I thought that was your ace. Yeah, that's about past books.
Books closed.
Uh-huh.
They ain't like the players ball. You know that jump. Love the way you do it. Oh.
Right, exactly.
Cause E40 got that Bay Area swizzle blizzle on you, and you be like, damn, 40 just messed that thing up.
What is it? What is that?
Still hard.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, I take that. I claim Maryland all day. Maryland. Prince George's County, Maryland. You understand what I'm saying?
Say it loud.
Prince George's County, Maryland.
That's right.
Yeah, hey.
What is going on here?
Hey.
Trying to help you out in your position.
Hey.
Ain't nobody do nothing.
Don't worry about that.
Ain't nobody
Ain't no
bid.
bid.
Ain't
Because,
nobody
you know,
bid. See
it
how
was
they
the
was
last
talking?
hand.
They
It
was
wasn't
talking
supposed
at
to
first.
be.
Ain't nobody
It
bid
was
that.
one of those wasn't supposed to be hands. You know, this the shoot the shit hand.
Anybody you ever?
Look good on camera.
Yeah, it's the B-roll.
Exactly.
It's the B-roll cam.
Anybody you ever regret working with?
Ooh. That's a tough question.
We're gonna close the door on that one.
Here's what I'll say, and I'm being diplomatic when I
I
say
need
it.
you to be.
The only time I've had problems in my professional career and in my professional life is when I try to work with friends. They tell you do not do business with your friends. They say it for a reason. Because that relationship is in the middle of the money. And we all know when it comes down to money, it should be cut and dry. Yeah. If you guys started out in business together and then because of the money became friends, that's one thing. But if you guys were friends before, it's tough doing business together.
I agree.
It becomes tough to do business with friends.
Get involved with the money.
Well, if one starts winning, the other feels like the other one is cheating.
Well, I've been in a situation where we were both winning.
Who assumed?
But
Me?
still the emotion got
took
in the
that.
way of the money.
Oh, okay.
You having a heck of a hand over there. That's why it's no bids on the table. You know what I'm saying? No money on the table, so now everything's going real
We're gonna
good.
close them.
I ain't take this book.
It must be your partner.
Nah, you won that book, partner.
Yeah, it's on you. It's on you.
A whole lot of mess over here.
Yeah, so working with friends is what it is. It's everything, every cliche and stereotype you ever heard.
It's true.
It can be. Now I see some friends who become quite successful together, you know, but that hasn't been my experience. You know,
Does the same preference go for family, friends and family?
It depends. I got some friends that I work with that's cool, but the question was, you know, what was my worst?
Understood. Say, as the young boys say less. Say less. You know what I'm saying? Say less.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
less. Say
Oh, y'all let that jack walk?
There's something going on at this table right now that I'm not understanding.
I can
Oh.
tell you exactly what it is.
I don't.
Playing for free.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, all right.
Playing
Oh, all right.
for
Oh, all
free
right.
is what's going on.
Oh,
at
all right.
this
'Cause
table.
I don't understand anything
Playing
right
for
here.
free.
So what message that you would give to our community, man, as we close y'all out?
All right. Here's my message to the community. As a community, we haven't closed the door on actually being us.
Break that down.
Here's what I mean. We do have a shared experience in this country, right? But we don't honor that shared experience in this country. That's why we call each other niggas. That's why we call them niggas need to mind their business. Them niggas over there. Them niggas over there. As opposed to us.
Having a shared experience.
Us really, we don't even speak. Our energy isn't even.
Even if you say us niggas,
we
like
not-
it's always them.
Right. We're not even on the same frequency to be
Embrace.
brothers and sisters. We say it, but then, you know, the old cast was really brothers and sistered up. But then niggas started making money. Who led?
Club led.
That's right.
Clubs led?
I cut.
God damn. Y'all some funky motherfuckers,
We
man.
be clubbing.
But I made that jack walk though. So the message I would say is, I think that I hate to put it, and it sounds a bit foreboding, but we've got a generation, we got at least, shit, man, we got years of getting ourselves together. Woo. Do what you do, partner. Woo, okay. The 9 was gonna walk, but go ahead. It's all good. It's on you, partner. Ooh, I thought that had already walked around, man. I should be at every goddamn thing on you Negroes. So I think we have, here's what I think. Every head of household in our community got to turn the corner and make sure that each household understands that we are a us, right? Ah, thank you. Way to go, partner. Each head of household really got to break that cycle. I'm breaking it with my kids. You understand what I mean? I let them understand that we brothers and sisters. When they see me all day. When I see brothers and sisters, even if he might be a hating ass nigga who don't want to give it back. My son still sees me, brother, sister, as much as I possibly can. My daughter watches it and they emulate me. They say it to me. Now it's funny to them. My sister, my daughter, hey brother, I'm blah 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 blah. I'm dirt, but she get it. Mm-hmm. And so I think that everybody has that. You have that. Every head of household, every parent, everybody who's in the authority figure in the household has to give that to the next generation. And when you do that, you are actually in the middle of building community.
How about that?
You feel what I'm saying?
Take a village.
Brothers know when I come, I'm not coming to take anything from anybody. I'm coming to see what I can lend to everybody. How can I add value to any situation? Like this podcast. My bad. This Spadez game. This production. You feel what I mean? Like the ask came. I was like, boom, I can help out. I got the time.
We really appreciate it.
It's nothing.
And you like losing a little space and all that.
I don't mind losing a little space.
Yesterday, I seen a brother, and we looked at each other, and he gritted on me. And he gave me, and the first thing that came to my head was like, wow. If I look back at him and I give him what he wants, we about to get into it.
Right.
So when I look back
for nothing.
So when I look back at him, I threw my head and gave him a thumbs up.
I hit him with that all the time.
And I could tell that messed him up. He looked down and he walked off. And I said, wow, this dude's ready to kill me 2 minutes ago.
Enough is enough. Man.
But here go the wild part. The next cat he meet, he gonna hit him with this jump.
He do.
He do. He has to. You just fucked him up. You a strong black man, gave him that. And he was like, fuck ass, punk ass nigga. And he was like, no problem, black. Now he gonna see the next guy. Be like, let me say what's up to this nigga right
First thing I was thinking, I was out with my wife, I was like, I hope she didn't see that dude just grit on me.
How about that?
You know.
You're still a man. And you still feel some sort of pride.
Boy, now here go the other part. Boy, as black men, I'm glad one of the best things I ever learned was to keep my temper in check. Because I got a horrible temper. My shit is bad. I'm just like every other black man. I want to whoop your ass.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like fucking you up. You feel what I'm saying? But it ain't worth it.
Nah,
it ain't worth it, and there's nobody telling us it ain't worth it off the break. Till you see your dad say, nah, just be cool with everybody.
Or a young man sees his dad from on the other side of those bars talking about don't do it. Because, a lot of times it's too late. Too late.
How about
by the
that?
time people get to it.
Yeah,
How about that?
I agree. I talk to everybody everywhere. I be in the middle of the grocery store and the cleaners. My son be like, how is it that you just talk to people all the time?
I just do.
I just do, man.
They think I know the people, dog.
Yeah.
They think I know
Exactly.
everybody. I don't know everybody, but I'd rather speak
You never
to
know
man.
who you're speaking to, what that conversation can do. You don't know anything,
I'd
man.
rather speak to mother. You never know the influence that you have on someone's life with a good word.
A smile.
That's real.
How you feeling? You good?
That shit real.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta do that for the next 50 years collectively before we can even start to. That's the healing part that everybody talking about. Y'all know much. Y'all really, before we go on with, you realize how much healing we really got to do.
A lot.
I mean, if you really think about from actual physical bondage in this country. You are slaves. Shackled to segregation, marginalization, every piece of legislation that America ever passed against us just being, to societal norms of taking us and
abusing us.
Not even abusing us, making us the villain, making us the bad guy.
That's part of abuse.
True, right.
Before that though, because they freed it out when they said, look, we got two tribes fighting each other. We was already beefing amongst each other.
But that was the norm.
That was the norm.
That was the norm, but we was
they
all
capitalized off of it.
But exactly. So while we here, after this 400 years, and we ask the question, how does our community, we gotta address, not necessarily live and sit in the 400 years, but we do have to start the 1 year, 10 year, 20 year, 30, 50 years of healing. After the Civil War, there was something called the Reconstruction.
Yeah.
After whatever, you have and we haven't started.
So where's our Reconstruction?
We gotta start it. Since we sitting here, we can sit here and be like, the ancestors ain't do it for us. Right. So we gotta do the motherfucking Reconstruction.
Do you think we hold ourselves like you think we hold our kids back by keeping our kids in the past, by teaching them what had happened instead of teaching them how to get ahead?
I think, and here's what I think. I think that comes to each individual household.
Yeah.
Because you got some kids who learn the exact same shit, but then their father might have been, let's say their father was a successful street nigga.
Right.
So he gonna give them that and this, and then you watch them sons come out that house and they go out here and kill it. I even know, I take you a step further. I seen plenty of niggas go to jail, come home, and be better than the niggas who never went in. Yeah. I hate to put it that way. Yeah. It sounds
time for them to slow down and get
slow down. Like, what the fuck system am I really in? Yeah. Well, meanwhile, this guy out here getting the, and if I may, the poisonous air, the poisonous food, the poisonous thoughts, the poisonous talk to. You feel what I'm saying? All that shit is vile in some way, shape, or form. And then you add capitalism to that. I gotta have more than you. I gotta take something out your pocket, boom, boom, boom. If that's how you are every day, you don't realize how far you've actually gone into that horrible side of things. But somebody who been in a joint, he come on and be like, nah, man. Somebody who come out the military. Yeah. Nah, I'm going straight get this guap. This money and this family, that's all the fuck I need. You ain't going to the club? Nah, fuck that club. You ever notice that? Yeah. Cats come home from jail, they go to the club one time. They be like, I'm good on that shit.
Good on that.
Take them to the strip club, be like, I ain't never coming back in this month. You mean I can't touch it? I ain't never coming back in this.
Being in here.
Exactly. Meanwhile, niggas like us go in there trick off.
You know, we live with PTSD, don't even realize, because we're not affiliated with the military. Half our community dealing with PTSD. If you see murder, robbery on a constant basis.
Bruh, our whole community came through the crack epidemic. The crack, post-civil rights. What time is it? Post-civil rights, I gotta get out of here.
Time for JC to go.
Post-civil rights, when everything's supposed to be beautiful and glorious, here come the crack epidemic, and we watch violence ratchet up, not slow down. The violence got worse. We watched respect for elders diminish as opposed to get better. We watched the black family
separate.
After the civil rights movement, after we said we need our rights, we get our rights, and then everything. And people will say, well, the government engineered that, and you won't get no argument out of that for me. However, but then that comes down to what each individual person
we only have a leader in the next 10 years. You realize that?
But that's what I wanted to get at. You the leader, you the leader, you the leader.
Nice.
You feel what I mean? Like,
the leaders.
if we looking for some guy outside of our home, outside of our surroundings right now to give us how we supposed to be thinking, we're gonna be searching forever. However, if you know that the politics, the government, it's a lot of tricks, a lot of tricky, a lot of blah, 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 blah. When you know, okay, let me leave politics where that is. I believe in Barack Obama. I love Barack Obama. But he could only lead me so much. He was a leader on the global stage, but in my community, he wasn't coming around our way.
Sure. They gave the permit to the go-go what?
Yeah.
They gave him a permit, but they gave him the permit on the same day as the State of the Union.
You see what I mean?
That was strategic.
Should be like that. So with that said, let me make sure I hold on to my son and my daughter. Let me make sure I give them everything I'm supposed to give them, and let me be they first leader. My first leader, his name is Joe CLAIR.
Roger.
My biggest, best leader ever was my dad. The one I listened to more than any president, anybody who ever gave a speech, any pastor, anybody. Before I listen to any of them motherfuckers, I'm listening to this dude right here in my house. And he made sure that he was the kind of person that I could respect. Now did he have some flaws? He had plenty flaws. But he ain't give them to me. He kept his flaws so much out of my line of sight and everything else that I ain't figure out his flaws till I was a grown ass man. And then now, Pop, let me help you with your flaws. How can I help you out, Pop? What you need from me? At that point. Yeah. So that's the same thing I gotta do for my child. My bad, it's my go. My bad. I ain't got shit in here, so.
You wanna close it out?
Hey man, that's it right there.
Yeah, because he just gave us the best thing he could give us. I was like, I'm gonna let you get your last word on it so they can cut those cameras out.
Yeah.
But man, I once again, I like to personally say thank you, JC.
Yes, sir.
Brother, as a community leader,
no problem.
Humble experience, my brother.
No problem, man. No problem. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Keep doing this shit.
It's over, man.
All right, it's over.
All right, everybody, y'all know what time it is. Say it with me. Another episode, another ass whooping. And this has been the Spadez Table Uncut with the DMV's own Joe CLAIR. Man, we had plenty laughs and the brother dropped plenty knowledge. But ask yourself, man, what do you bring to the table? Also, we like to give special thanks out to Juan Haircuts, owner of True Reflections Barbershop, and my partner, Chef May P. Master Clips, and the unstoppable Film Stop. Man, we'll holler at y'all next episode, man.